I did way better than I thought. So my dad has me he's so excited. Let's apply to all the top 10 schools, all the Ivy League, apply everywhere. He's calling every day, like checking to hear if I got in. And I get a call one day and he had a heart attack and died. And just sudden, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's totally unexpected. And yeah, thinking I was 22, and so we're just devastated.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, I fly home to Chicago to be with my family. You know, I'm there. We bury my dad and stuff, and we're grieving. And then I get a phone call, and I find out that I got accepted to Harvard Law School.
Wow.
And so, like, when I tell you, he just missed it.
154, we all connected, baby. You already know. I'm talking 154. We bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like.
Welcome to another episode of 154. Today's guest is a Kenyan-American Harvard Law graduate, Hollywood actor, former WWE superstar, reality TV star, licensed attorney, entertainer, fitness guru, bodybuilder, and devoted father. His journey is one of discipline, reinvention, and relentless ambition. Today, we're diving into the mindset behind the success, the lessons learned along the way, and what continues to drive him forward. You can only introduce him one way. Coming down the aisle to 154 from Nairobi, Kenya, standing in at 250 pounds, David Otunga.
Thank you. I feel like I need to flex or something. Yeah. I legit feel like I'm coming to the ring.
Yeah, I know.
Man, that was awesome.
Man, I'm a childhood fan. It inspired, WWE kind of inspired my style and the way I commentate and host for American Ninja Warrior. So whenever I'm around wrestlers, I can't help it. I gotta do the whole intro. You know, that's like my secret thing that I do on the side. Welcome to 154. We so love to have you here. We already know about your coffee drink, but can we just put the coffee drink in the tumbler just off to the side so we can properly? No, you can leave it there. You can leave it there. Okay, because we don't want to interfere with this. All right. We know you're East African. You got the East African roots.
Yeah.
We have some West African treats here, so we just wanted to do a little toast. We have palm wine here. Have you ever had palm wine before?
I haven't.
Okay, well, this is gonna be your first time. It's nice and cold here, so we like to do a little cheer. Boom.
Swag.
All right, get you.
Get that right there.
It's a different color.
Wino talk.
This ain't white wine. This is a different type of white wine.
Boy, that's right.
It's no thing.
Boy, right. It's wino talk.
Yeah.
Wino talk. Boy, right now. Boy, right there.
So it's like donuts here, but cheers to a great conversation.
Cheers. Right on. Cheers, man.
There we go.
Sir.
All right.
Look at
So it's different.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's
Now
good.
be careful because it will sneak up on you.
Oh,
It will sneak up.
To turn into drink champs.
Oh man. So I'm glad that you had your first experience with palm wine. We always like to ask full name. What is your full name? Do you have a Kenyan middle name?
I don't.
You don't?
It's
Okay.
my dad's middle name.
Okay.
My full name is David Daniel Otunga.
Okay.
Daniel Otunga.
Okay. And what is the meaning of your last name?
Man, I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know what the meaning is. And I would love to trace that and find out. I do know that it was my father's last name. And so technically, in the way our culture is, you take, like, the last name skips a generation. So I should have my grandfather's last name, which is Manyasi. And then his father's, my dad's grandfather's last name was Otunga. He was trying to explain this to me somehow like that. But anyway, when we came to the United States, we just adopted the American system. So that you
took Otunga instead of taking grandfather's name.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Did you ever learn why they do it that way?
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
That's something, I would love to learn though.
What about, the name growing up? How was that growing up with the last name Otunga? Was it, because it doesn't scream African, but it's just enough to.
But they can easily go boonga boonga. Otunga.
Yeah, I mean,
you know when kids go unga.
Oh yeah. Kids are always gonna make fun of it or whatever. But it really, to me, it didn't really seem like it was that different. But then I guess it did. But then it was one of those things where it always represented like power and pride,
Yeah.
like for me. And then, people Americanize it and say Otunga, which even I be lazy. So, oh yeah, my name David Otunga. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they didn't make fun of me too bad.
It's interesting when you say that, like, we all experience it where you get to the point where you just get so worn out. It's like, it's close
Whatever
enough.
it is.
You were in the ballpark. That's
Fine.
yep, that's it. Sometimes I'll be like, man, you nailed it. No, you didn't. In my mind, I'm like, no, you didn't. But I'm going to make you feel good. So just.
I got a funny story for
All
you from wrestling announcing. One of my good friends is a wrestling announcer, Justin Roberts, and he pressed me one time because he always announces me, David Otunga. He's great at it. I did an interview and I pronounced my name Otunga, and he saw it and he pressed me and was like, hey, I've been saying your name this way all the time. Am I saying it incorrectly? And I was like, hey, look, man, it's okay. That's what you've been saying. Just say that on TV. That's easier. You're good. You're good.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Yeah. It does. It takes some getting used to it, but
Yeah.
it is cool. Your father, growing up and living in Kenya, what did he explain to you about his upbringing? What do you know about his upbringing, his life in Kenya?
So my dad ended up going away to boarding school at like 12. No, probably younger than that,
Okay.
like 10. And he had a hard upbringing where he told me like he came home and he was about 12 years old and he found his mom had passed away like while he was home on break or something from school. So he pretty much just kind of lived away from the family, was always at school from a young age, did really, really well, but like school was really, really important to his father and academics. And then that's how he wound up coming to the United States, is he was actually in the African Airlift program started by President Kennedy in the 60s.
Oh, when they brought a kid, that's Barack's father was on that, wasn't he on that?
Yeah.
That's how Barack's father came on.
Yeah. And so I'd always heard this like from my dad and from my mom, and I didn't know how true it was. Like, oh yeah, President Kennedy, sent your dad over here, bought him a car and everything, and I'm like, okay. So my son had to do a report for school recently, and we looked this up and found the actual name of the program, but then come to find out, like President Kennedy he wasn't president yet. He was a senator, JFK. And he wanted to do this program, set it up, but the government wouldn't fund it. And so instead of just going back on it, he funded it with his own money. And so literally really did pay with his own family's money for my dad to fly over here and for a car and all these things that set him up to go to college here in the United States. So
That's
it's
what
wild.
Fly him out.
Kennedy did that?
I'm telling you, I couldn't believe it. They've always told me this, but I actually looked this up and read it. And it was like, if this is true, I think they undersold it.
I
You'd have never heard the end of it.
I plan on bringing some Africans down here to America. That's what I'm going to do. Kenya. It's going to be the first place that I start.
What was that accent from?
That's
pretty
Boston.
Good. Oh, is it a Boston?
Boston.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
pretty good,
there
too.
it is. Now I plan on bringing Africans to America. I plan on doing it. I'm going to pay from my own pocket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, boy. Come on, give me my props.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
JFK, right?
It's not sharp. It's not sharp.
No. What? Do yours. Do yours.
Do the ask not what you
No, do yours. Do yours. I want to hear yours.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
You're doing Southern. That's not
Ask not what your country
Lyndon Baines Johnson, this guy. Ask not what your country can do for you.
Your country.
That's country.
That's
Do
that's what he
Boston.
said, country.
No.
He said it.
No.
That sounded like John F.
We plan on going to the moon. That's what we're going to do.
John
We're
F.
going to
Kennedy,
come on.
who,
We're going to
spent
go
a little
to.
time in the South, baby.
You like mine? Mine's way better. I know that your father, that's the reason why he's here. That's why you're wrestling, because of me. Because I put it from my pocket. That's why you're running around in your underwear, jumping up in the air, flipping around. Harvard. You went to Harvard. Harvard, yeah. To Harvard, yeah. That's Boston.
That is,
Harvard,
that
yeah.
is.
I know my.
Okay, I give you on that one.
Yeah.
Did you eat Kenyan food growing up?
We didn't. I mean, my dad didn't really cook, and my mom is white. She's Caucasian. She didn't know how to cook Kenyan food. So yeah, no,
Where did your mom and dad meet? Did they meet?
They met at college.
They met in college.
Yeah,
Okay, they met in college.
in Illinois at Olivet Nazarene at a Christian school.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the Kenyan food, you didn't have that experience growing up. I know that there's so much history when it talks about Kenya. What was some of those Kenyan proverbs that maybe your father would have said, or some of those lessons from Kenya that he might have passed down to you? It was like, man, my dad always talking about, like my father had all these different sayings. Was there one that might be stuck out to you? Or just even culturally, like things that he did differently than you saw other American parents do?
Yeah. One was like he never trusted going to the doctor, like what they would say. Because like if you go to the doctor, they're always going to find something wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no. We could handle this. No, we need a second opinion or whatever. And then he'd always threaten me, like, if I didn't take my homework seriously or something like that,
Yeah.
that they were going to ship me off to school somewhere, like a board, because he went to boarding school. So ship me off to a boarding school, or I used to be terrified of that. But then, like when I was in college, I was like, "Isn't this like boarding school? This is what it would have been. Just hanging out with friends. Might not have been that bad." But
Right.
That was the same thing. My dad would
Ship
always say
you
that.
off.
I would just
ship you
back home, to go to a boarding school. And you were like, my daughter did something recently so bad, and I said, I'm going to send you to boarding school in Nigeria. Like I don't even know what that really means.
Just a threat. Maybe
but
it'll work.
It's a threat because that's what my dad did to me. I'm like, boarding school? What? Like what?
yeah,
it just
he
sounds
used to scare me all the
Threaten
time.
them with Africa. That's all.
Yep.
What type of father was your father? Like what was that relationship
Man,
like?
He was great. Like he was my best friend and my role model. And I realized, like, being an adult, being a dad, like a lot of things I did, I was trying to please him, and I always wanted his approval. And it wasn't until I became a father that I realized, looking back, he already was happy with everything that I did, because I know how happy I am, like with things about, like with my son, like how proud I am of little things that he does, where he doesn't even need to try hard, and I'm just so proud of him.
Yeah.
And so like I kind of understand that now, like how my dad saw me, but like he was strict, and he pushed me and made me into the man I am today. And so like also being a father, I just understand him so much better and see how he did things, why he did things, and he wasn't being mean sometimes. It really was just to, make me stronger.
I know your father pushed education a lot, and from what I understand, from Kenya, Harvard was like this mythological institution for him.
Yeah.
It was such like a big deal, and then years and years later would come, and you would attend Harvard University. That had to have been kind of one of those surreal moments. Just kind of that realization.
So I'll tell you what happened. Like it was really, really surreal for me, because at that time I was in Columbia. I was at Columbia University in New York, living in New York. I just graduated from University of Illinois, had a degree in psychology. I was pre-med. My dad wanted me to go to medical school, but I didn't want to go to medical school. I wanted to be an actor. So I got the opportunity to manage a cognitive neuroscience lab at Columbia University, which to me sounds really, really boring, but it's at an Ivy League school. It's in New York. My dad is super proud. He's feeling it. And Broadway's in New York. So, this is in like 2002. And in Chicago, there aren't really that many opportunities acting.
Not really, no.
So I was like, if I go out to New York, I'll work at Columbia in the day and I can go to these auditions. All I need is to get my big break and I'm good. During this time, like, I talk to my dad every day on the phone. He's super proud I'm out there. And he just casually mentions one time how he always wanted to be a lawyer, but he never thought he was smart enough. But my dad had his PhD, Certificate of Advanced Studies, which is just under another PhD, 2 different master's degrees.
Wow.
He's the most educated person, like I know. So I thought that was ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of dumb lawyers. So like my dad easily could do this. So like we're kind of joking around and I'm like, what if I took the LSAT, the law school entrance exam? Because I had a friend who was studying for it. And I was like, I think I'm going to do it for fun. And I called my buddy, hey man, when is the LSAT? And he's like, oh, it's like a month away, 3 weeks, something like that. He's like, I've been studying, I'm stressed out. And I was like, I'm gonna take it. He's like, well, you don't just show up and take this test. And he's like, because if you don't do well, they're gonna average your scores. It's not a good thing. He's like, don't do that. But I'm telling him, I'm not planning on going to law school. I'm just kind of doing this with my dad for fun. Take the test. I did way better than I expected. And so my
You
dad
didn't
is
study?
Well, you can't really for that.
Is it
in
sort
my
of
mind,
like scenario type of stuff?
it's more strategic thinking and like logic. And in my mind, like to me, the way I interpret it, either you can do it or you can't. Your brain works with that or it doesn't. But I did way better than I thought. So my dad has me he's so excited. Let's apply to all the top 10 schools, all the Ivy League, apply everywhere. He's calling every day, like checking to hear if I got in. And I get a call one day and he had a heart attack and died, and just sudden. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's totally unexpected.
Sorry to hear
and yeah, thinking I was 22, and so we're just
that must,
yeah, devastated.
Yeah.
But then, like, I fly home to Chicago to be with my family. I'm there. We bury my dad and stuff, and we're grieving. And then I get a phone call, and I find out that I got accepted to Harvard Law School.
Wow.
And so, like, when I tell you, he just missed it.
He just
like
missed
that is the most bittersweet moment of my life. Where it's like, this is the one thing like I wish I could have shared with him. I wanted him to know or do, and then he just missed it. And I mean, I know he knows. I always joke and say he probably had a hand in it. You know what I mean? But like I know he knows. But like I would have still liked to have that hug and just see that smile on his face. So that's why that's part of why I even went to law school, was just to honor him. I never intended this to go that far, and then now here I am with admission or acceptance to Harvard Law School, and I had no intention of even going to law school.
Harvard Law School.
That's insane.
Off of the
Just
whim of,
messing up.
hey, I'm just doing this
Just
for my
messing
dad, to
around.
honor my dad. And then you would get that after his passing, and then turn around and you would go to Harvard Law School.
Yeah. I mean, because it was one of those things where, like I was saying, I didn't expect it to go that far.
Yeah.
We just were kind of doing it. But then my mom's like, David, you're not going to turn down Harvard. And she was right. But then also the way things worked out, because my dad had just passed, like it was clear to me, I need to do this. I'm definitely going to do this, even if it's just to honor him. So, yeah.
What was Harvard Law School? Hold on, let's stop down. Is everything good?
He's bleeding. No, I'm a little.
Oh, bleeding?
I don't know.
Yeah, you are.
I think it was like a little.
Let me get a little bit out.
Scab or something?
Scab or
Shave?
Let me get a little out.
Shoot, what they do in wrestling when somebody get cut?
Zoom in. hit him more. Pull it open. Yeah.
Pull it open?
Yeah.
That is so
Let me
cool.
tell you something, brother.
Oh, man, what they do? Yeah, pull it
This
open.
is what happens when
Y'all stop down
start to
here.
bleed.
Y'all stop down here for blood? No.
Just
It
bleeding
depends
for
on who it is, though, like-
WWE, it's a chop.
I had my eyebrow busted open in a match on accident by the great Khali, who's 7'1" giant, doesn't speak the best English, and it was not televised. And I was supposed to be on TV as a lawyer, 2 days later. So I'm mad about this. But anyway, like I'm bleeding everywhere. I'm like, we gotta stop the match. So we can't just stop it. So I have to cut it short and try to explain to him, come up with something different. Like we had all this stuff planned. Like we're doing none of that. But I'm trying to tell him while I'm also bleeding and try to make it look like I'm not telling him. Like, hey, hit me, go to the finish. What? And he's trying to apologize to me. Sorry, Tunga. Hey, go to the finish. What? Hey, man, chop me. So then he just chops me. I just laid out. His chop is one of the stiffest moves there is, too. I don't know why that hurt so bad. But anyway.
So you complete Harvard law. That must have been just like a surreal moment. It takes how long to finish law school?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you?
Was it hard? It's challenging. It's more so just like it's experiences and just learning. Like they say, like when you get there, the hard part is done now. You did whatever you did to get in here, you're here. Now where you're gonna learn things and you're gonna go and change the world. And like things are challenging, but they're so interesting. Like the hard was different because it wasn't like before, like I was studying for things, science class and not really into medicine. And it was just like, why am I doing this? Why am I memorizing this? But with the law, I actually really enjoyed it. Like I had Professor Alan Dershowitz for criminal law.
Damn. He was part of the OJ trial. He was an attorney.
Glad that you said that because I was there 10 years after the trial, and he had a reunion that wasn't televised or anything, but where he invited like Marsha Clark, Christopher Darden, Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran didn't show up though because this is when we first found out he was ill. This was before it was publicly disclosed.
Robert Shapiro.
Yeah, but they all came to my classroom and had this reunion. I couldn't believe it. It was like all the people in real life that I've seen on TV when I was watching this, they're here and there's no TV cameras. But we also had Jesse Ventura just show up one time. Like people in Jesse
I'm glad
Jackson.
that I'm here at Harvard because a lot of times you have to understand that the law's it's against you. I don't believe it. The government's lying.
How you like that, Jesse?
Jesse?
How you like Jesse the body?
You gotta have a
That's
little bit
good.
more.
No,
basic
I got it.
There's
I
a
got
little bit more basic.
Go on, your turn.
No, I don't have Jesse.
No, clear your throat.
No, I don't have Jesse.
Clear your.
So there's no cameras. Alan Dershowitz, because he wrote the book, The Truth About the O.J. Simpson Trial. I read that book. I thought
read it, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a fascinating book. What did you learn with all the? I mean, there's some powerhouse in that class.
Oh yeah, there really was. Well, speaking on that, I actually had an interesting theory on the O.J. Simpson case, and
we all leave. Yeah. Oh yeah.
it was it was interesting. I can't give it all away. I'm going to make an entire video on my YouTube channel, but basically that OJ was at the crime scene, but there may have been somebody else, and it gets into the DNA evidence, which people didn't really understand at the time. But there's an important issue with a certain amount of his blood missing from the vial that was potentially planted, because it was evidence at the crime scene that wasn't recovered the night of the crime, wasn't there, it's photographed, and then later, 3 weeks later, it happens to be collected on a back gate. This is some of it, and it's his blood, but it contains the preservative EDTA, which is when you get your blood drawn and it's in a vial
And that
that
little
has
thing at the
EDTA.
bottom,
That's
yeah.
not something the body makes. And so this shows that blood was taken from a vial and presumably planted there. But there's a bunch on it, a lot to get into. But yeah, no, I didn't learn that in the class, but
But as later, like, so do you think, learning from and being around that, do you think if you went back, do you think you could have been a lawyer on that trial?
oh, I would have loved it. I
Really?
absolutely would have loved it.
So
yeah.
you want that type of smoke?
For something like that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing about law school. Like I learned, I really enjoy like trial advocacy, like being in court and representing people. Just the trial
Did you do
process.
practice,
examining
like,
witnesses.
mock box
Yeah.
trials and
Oh,
stuff?
I
Was
love
it
that.
fun?
Then I got into every clinical to the point where when I was a third year, so basically what you would call like a senior, but a 3L, I got to be a public defender in Boston. Like 3Ls in Massachusetts, you can represent real clients
real
as
client.
lawyers.
Whoa.
So we would there'd be indigent people who couldn't afford an attorney.
Pro
could
bono?
either so they would either get a public defender who's overworked with a caseload, or you get a student from Harvard who maybe only has 2 other clients and is extremely qualified. And in a couple months when I graduate, we'll be working at the top firm, in the city. But you can get me here right now for free, totally devoted to your case. Wow. Oh, I love that stuff.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. What about the whole, because I don't know a lot of people, I know especially like when I was growing up, cats might get in trouble and, they just say, hey, here you go, here's a public defendant. And I remember I was out with my son not too long ago for, he was working out doing some track stuff, and we were out in Orlando, and this random public defendant just sat nearby, and he was talking. We started to talking, and he was telling me like sometimes public defendants can have 200, 300 cases. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
There's no, I said 200, 300. I was like, well, how can you actually properly represent everyone?
Right.
I'm like, as a human, just a human workload, I could see how you probably would be, more, incentivized to want to get somebody, hey, just accept this deal. Just accept
Right.
this deal might be the best. Would you, if you knew somebody who was in trouble and didn't have the funds, would you advise them to, just rock with a public defendant?
It depends. I mean, for the most part, public defenders are great and they try, hard. They're overworked a lot. But another thing to consider in some states, I don't know if you know this, but some public defenders are appointed. There might be a tax attorney who doesn't do criminal law and is appointed because he has to serve this, is appointed as a public defender then. And so that there's cases where that happens. You got to be careful. Like
You got an attorney, you got an accountant representing you on a criminal
or
case.
like a tax, basically, yeah,
Yeah,
a
right.
lawyer who doesn't even necessarily specialize in criminal law.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get through, past the bar, you get to Harvard Law School, and then you land a job at a big firm.
Yeah.
Sidley Austin.
Yes.
What was that like? Because this is the same law firm that Barack Obama was part of.
Done your homework.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
so
it is.
that's a big time deal, man. This wasn't no small,
No.
law firm.
Yeah.
Can you do your Barack?
No. I would. Yeah. He's.
Oh, sorry. Every time Barack, I go, clear your throat.
No, it was great. I mean, that was the top firm in the state's one of the top firms in the
Were you
country.
shooting for that?
Yeah, I see. The thing of it is, like I said, like when I got to law school, this was all so new. I did the public defender thing. I liked that. To be honest, I wanted to be a public defender. I still want to be an actor, but I was like, if I'm going to spend some time in this, I want to help people. I like what I'm doing, and it wasn't about the money. Then I heard how much they would pay me at the law firm. And I said, you'll pay me what?
How much were they paying?
It was well into the six figures, and I got about $100,000 raise before I even started because they wanted to be competitive with the other firms that were competing for the Harvard talent as the highest paying firm. And so it was cool. Like, I can't remember what the numbers were, if it was 150, 200 or something to
And
start.
this is way back then.
Yeah, this was in like 2006, something like that. I don't know. But I remember, I think they billed me at that time to read something. For my eyes to look at a document, it was like $700 an hour or something crazy like that.
Damn.
Right out of law school. And yeah, I remember thinking, this is nuts. But anyway, I have student loans. And so, hey, the public defender's office, they're not paying me a whole lot. So I was like, all right, I'll go to this firm and try it out for a while. And it was really prestigious. They had a pro bono department, so I went there, and I was trying to take all pro bono cases. And we worked a lot with the Innocence Project and helped try to get some people off death row in Alabama who we felt were wrongfully convicted.
What about Law and Order? When you would watch as a lawyer, when you see Law and Order, the law, what did you ever go, this is some, or do you go, as an actor, how did you see that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So because I am an actor, there's two different questions here. Law and Order, when I watch it, they're usually pretty accurate. Like from a legal standpoint or a lawyer perspective. Yeah, like Dick Wolf's productions, they're really good about that. Because they're very authentic and they rarely have stuff like that, like legal, like, this would never happen.
Yes.
Now, the other question is, what happens when I audition as a lawyer? Which, interestingly enough, my agent sent me something to read as a lawyer now.
Is that insane?
It's wild because if I read it like I would play it as a lawyer, it's different from the character. I mean, I think I'm great, so I think I'm going to be better than the character lawyer anyway. So he's not going to put the sauce on the argument I'm going to put on it when I say it. But I'm not auditioning as David Otunga, the lawyer. I have to be, Joe Smith or whatever, the attorney at law. So it's on the one hand, I can say the terms well and everything, and I understand it, so it helps for that. But it's kind of tricky for me because I have to try to not do it like I want to do it as a lawyer.
But have you ever just tried? Because, sometimes it's your interpretation of the character and go, what do they know? Because sometimes they don't know. They're sitting there like, we're looking for
one audition.
Joe, and they don't really know Joe. And like, you can come in and like,
but
I'm
in
Joe.
auditioning, they say like, there's a book, what is it called? Audition by Michael Shurtleff. It's like that book is super famous.
Yep.
And it's like you come as yourself.
Yes.
In that scenario, because if you look at a guy like Denzel Washington, who's the greatest actor walking, pretty much, he's himself, but he's just playing a different job.
Yeah.
If he's a doctor, he's just him. Because think about it, as human beings, you're a football player, you're a father, but you're just still you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now let's say Ice-T shows up. Because you think it's pretty accurate, but if there's a cop named Ice-T, if I come up to you and go, yo, you got to take him to trial. What you gonna do? You didn't like that was good.
That was good.
Hey man, it was tight. What are you talking about? I was at his house.
I'm sorry, I pop for all of these babies because I'm not good at impressions, but you got me cracking
That's
up.
what I
all
said.
day.
I was like, yo,
I like the effort even.
yo, I like the Harvard law. Yo, he's gonna be guilty, and I know it.
And I know it.
How you like that?
I like that, man. It's a Crenshaw legend right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Were you on the same? You were on the same track as Barack Obama. You went to
wild story.
Illinois.
You saw?
Harvard Law School.
Harvard Law.
Yeah.
Yep.
You grew up what part of Chicago? I'm sorry.
I grew up in Elgin, Illinois, so suburb of
I'm north
Chicago.
side. I'm north side, uptown.
Really?
Wrigleyville. That's me.
Really?
Lane Tech High School. Yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And I heard you're Illinois too.
Yeah. I went to Illinois, Champaign. Champaign or band,
ILL.
six pack. Let's go. ILL.
So you guys were at this.
I don't think that.
I graduated in 2002.
Oh no, I was before you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was before you. But that, like, I lived on John Street. I had two law students. I was with two law students actually.
Nice.
John and Sam Mendenhall, who actually ran for some office, but he was an asshole, so I didn't vote for him. So
you had a funny story. The Barack Obama or the.
Oh yeah. My very first assignment, I got there. I had to go to the partner's office. I go into the office and he says, "Oh, hey David," he lays out the case to me and he says, I remember he said, "This should take you about a month. It should take about 4 weeks to do this." And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "I'm me tell you a story. He's like, about 20 years ago, I had an associate standing right here in this office, much like yourself. He's like, I handed him an assignment, very first assignment, much like this one. Told him it would take about 4 weeks, just like this one. He goes, that associate had it back to me in 2 weeks. And he said, I almost didn't even want to look at it. Because I read it, phenomenal. Do you know who that associate was? I'm like, Barack Obama. I'm like, oh. And he goes, so I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Damn.
True story.
And did you have it in 2 weeks?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I did a Barack level, but I had to show him something in 2 weeks.
Wow.
The turnaround.
Were you thinking about going for president too? Like, were you like,
president of the law. I mean, hey man, you never know. You never know. Oh, you mean president of the law review?
No,
I thought you meant president of the United States.
President of the United States.
Oh, wow.
Oh no. I mean, I guess we do have the same credentials.
Yeah,
Good.
that's
I mean,
facts.
the current president is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Did you know that?
I didn't know. Donald?
Yes, he is. He's in the WWE Hall of
How
Fame.
did you get into the Hall of Fame, Donald?
What, Donald Trump? Oh,
Well, I will tell you something very easy. They love me. That's why they love
you
me.
and Vince?
Me and Vince, they're really good friends.
grabbed a lot of
Long time ago, yes.
That's WWE. Wee wee. That's what.
It was fantastic. I love it. It's so great. But I hate Barack, and I hate you too. Both of you suck. Ugh. Obama, he's a loser just like you are.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
But then you won't do your Barack because your Barack needs to. Oh, here we are. Clear
Well,
oh boy.
Well, that same associate story you told, it's a true story because it actually happened to me. And he said it was 2 weeks, but, well, it was actually 12 days I had it. So you're right there. You're close. You're close. I told that same story to Sasha and Malia. And, well, look, you have the Donald tell the story, and he'll mess it all up.
Loser.
That's exactly why he's in the crap he's in now.
Obama, Muslim. I don't think he's an American.
Well, actually, I'm Christian.
Hussein is your middle name. He's insane. That's what he's pretty insane if you think about it.
One day we're gonna have Barack walk through this here. He's gonna be sitting right here. I don't know. I think I would choke if I.
That would be awesome.
I would choke if I.
He might.
You never know. He's in LA. He was around here.
He's around.
Recently.
I can't wait to do the podcast. Because you know he has a Chicago accent.
Yeah.
People don't understand. He goes,
Oh,
yeah,
is that what that
I
is?
can't just, yeah, that's a Chicago accent.
Oh, that's a Chicago
Yeah,
accent. Okay.
that's when you hear it. I go, oh, like Chicago. You hear that Chicago?
Yeah.
So your father and Barack's father, they're from the same tribe, same part of town, same part in.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
From what I understand, though, they were in the same program. I think Barack's father came sooner, but
Okay.
it was a similar type program like that, though. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we have a lot of parallels. And both in Kenya, my dad was a goat herder growing up in Kenya. Barack's father also herded goats.
What is going on? Are you related? It might be something.
No, I
with
mean like
that.
it's.
Have you
it's-
met Barack Obama?
I have.
Oh,
I have.
damn it. Well, how long was that?
I met him a few times, but the thing is, because our paths were so parallel, he came to Harvard, before he was president, and so I met him there when he was a senator. Then because he worked at Sidley, the same law firm, he came there. And so, these are just places on my path but the thing of it is, it wasn't until after he was president, I went and met him at an event, and I was in WWE, and my mom was always telling me, hey, when you see Barack, you got to tell him about your dad, tell him about everything. I'm like, all right, Mom, whatever. So I wore my Harvard Law tie, and I met him afterwards. I got a chance to talk to him, and I told him about our parallels, our fathers, and everything. And he was like, oh my goodness, told him about Harvard Law, Sidley, and everything. And he was like, whoa, this is amazing. I said, well, what are you doing now? What firm are you at? And I said, oh, well, I left law, and I'm a professional wrestler now. And he laughed.
Yeah.
I said, no, really? And he's like, oh, really? I said, yeah, with WWE. And it was like, I bought Monday Night Raw every Monday. And he's like, Michelle and I will have to check that out. All right.
Wow, that's so cool. What made you leave law and go straight into to WWE? Because that's a wild turn.
Yeah, it is. So, that's why I was telling my story about I kind of got into law, like on a whim, like as you say, like where that wasn't what I wanted to do. I was trying to be an actor, but I went and I did that, and I did it to honor my dad. But after that, working at the law firm, they're paying me great, not enjoying the work because like it's a corporate firm, and I'm doing a lot of document review, which is boxes on boxes on boxes of documents I have to go through and look for different things and find. And then when I'm done with those boxes, they're going to bring a pallet full of new boxes in and replace them, and it just is gone. So it's like 16 hours a day. And if I'm going to put that much time into something, I want it to be something that I love. So during this time, I'm at a circumstance, I got a strange call from a casting director who called me on my cell phone one day and said they were calling to confirm my audition for a reality show. Only I hadn't auditioned for a reality show, but they had my cell phone, and they were reading me I was like, well, how'd you get my phone number? Oh, we have your application right in front. You're a bodybuilder. You went to Harvard Law. I'm like, yeah, this is true. The show is I Love New York too. And then they told me what the show was, and I was like, oh, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So I turned them down a couple of times. And, come to find out, I had a niece who was 13 at the time. And she's autistic. And she typed up a profile, somehow got it to a casting director. They loved it. And she put my real phone number on there. They called me and were trying to convince me to do the show. I was explaining to them, like, I work at the most prestigious firm in Chicago. I can't just leave and do a reality show, especially that dating reality show. I can't do that one. I know the show. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
But they stayed on me, and they were like, if you ever wanted to do something in entertainment, this is a good first start. So I was like, you know what? I was a fan of the show. I'll try it. The way that it just popped up, who else is going to get this opportunity?
Right.
And I'm like, I'll go on and have fun. And I did. I went on as a fan. It's like being a fan of your favorite reality show, whatever your favorite dating show is. You always say, man, if I was on there, I'd do this, I'd do that. Well, I went on there. And like my sister and I used to watch it together. So like we were fans. I made it so far on the show, I brought my sister on the show too.
What?
Like, yeah, it's cool with my mom, like at the end. But anyway, after the show, reality was pretty new, but like this broke all like the cable records and stuff at the time, that finale. Wow. And so like getting recognized overnight, like it was crazy.
So did that make you have to leave, or did you have to choose between?
So that's the thing is when I came back, like my mom even was seeing like everything that was going on, like how I was blowing up. And I remember I sat at her kitchen table and told her, I don't know, if this is right for me. I want to get entertainment. What should I do? And she was the one who told me, she thinks the law firm's holding me back. She's like, David, because there was nobody more proud when I got that job than her. I mean, it was the top firm and one of the top firms in the world, let's be honest.
Of course.
And she's telling everybody about it. But now she was telling me it's okay to go and pursue my dreams. And it was like, that's the thing that I needed to hear. Like to me, that's like in Rocky 2 when Adrian wakes up and says, win, Rocky, win. Like, what are we waiting for? And so like then, all right, cool. Now I'm at it.
I'm sorry. Did you watch Flavor of Love first?
So
that's where New York started.
This is the part I breezed over, but like when I was working at the firm, again, it's in Chicago. So when I graduated law school, I came back home to Chicago to be with my family. We're still grieving over my dad. It's, 3 years later. And I would always go see my mom, who was living with my sister at the time, and her family, like every weekend. And my niece, Kylie, her daughter, would always watch Flavor of Love or something. And my sister and I, whatever show we watched would come on after that or something, or on a different channel. So I would come in the room early and Kylie would still be watching that show. So I would sit down and like tease her, like, what is this goofy show? And then sure enough, a couple weeks, I'm into it too. And I'm like, all right, who went home this week? And then you get into it. So I was familiar enough with the show. Right. Familiar enough to know, hey, I shouldn't be on this show. Right. Which is exactly why I should be on this show.
Were you looking for love at that time?
On that show?
Yeah, on that show. Yeah, at the time, were you looking for love, or it was just a way in? And because I always wondered, like, do cats really be looking for love on those type of shows? Like, are they really looking for it, or is it just it's part of the act?
Yeah. It's a TV show. I mean, look like this. A lot of cats were out there looking for love. I was looking for a career, and it worked.
It worked. Yeah.
Yes. No, I was on there for fun, honestly. Like, I mean, come on, let's be realistic here. Yeah. You're not gonna fall in love with somebody I think we shot a month. Like I was there the whole time. I think it was a month. And then it took a little bit. And I remember one of the guys, like, he said he was in love with her like 2 days in. Are you crazy? And then I realized, oh, he's smart. He's over here playing chess while we're playing checkers. That's like 2 weeks of TV time. to the audience. They think we've been kicking
You
it.
gotta get in
This is
now.
only 2 days. And so then I was like,
I love
you. I slipped up. I flipped around the very next time I saw, hey, you know what?
And you're like, I'm gonna get you pregnant.
No, I think
You're gonna be here for 3 more weeks.
You gonna give birth.
You're gonna have my baby on this show.
but
We'll get you your own spinoff.
Oh man.
there you go. But like it was entertainment. It was fun. Like I was trying to, it was cool getting to know her, but at the same time, like I was very cognizant the entire time.
How was
this
she
is
like
a TV
as a-
show. She was cool. She was really cool. And like people, I was like, hey, was she crazy? Like honestly, she was pretty chill, but like off camera, she might be a little bit. She's different from her character on camera, but I think she might even be a little bit more out there, like in real life. But she was always really cool. She's just different, but like she's mad cool. She's a performer, entertainer, super talented. Like she gets it. Although I do feel like it was real for her.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
It was real for her. So when you get did you create real relationships with anybody from the show? Like you still hang out or kick it with or? No.
Facebook highs
Facebook,
and hellos and catch ups, but like we would still like if I saw any of the guys, like we would talk. Yeah,
It's crazy because it seems like your career and your just kind of your journey is just kind of like, I'm so talented but I don't want to do this, but I'm going to get into law school. I'm going to take the bar. I'm going to pass the bar. And I'm at the most prestigious place and this place calls me. What is this thing? Oh yeah. It just seems like every part of that next acceleration of your life has just been like, whatever. And it works out. And you then get a phone call to then meet your prior to your future fiance based off of your exposure from the show. Was that wild and how did that
Yes.
happen? With Jennifer Hudson.
Man, you gotta take me back. I'm trying to remember this now. I did an interview about I Love New York, and then after it, the guy was like, hey, I got a friend who's like a huge fan, like she really, really, really wants to meet you. And this after a producer tried to tell me already, like I had heard like she was trying to meet me. So it's like the second time I'm hearing this now.
Okay.
Because I guess she got in touch with the show I Love New York and was trying to set up a meeting like between the two of us. But anyway, did this interview. The guy's name is Daryl. I think his name is Daryl in Chicago. He calls her up and gives her my phone number. And then he like lets me know after the interview. He's like, hey, by the way, I gave her your phone number or whatever. And I'm like with my cousin. I'm like, yeah, this is totally unprofessional, but all right, cool, let it ride, whatever.
Right.
And so she called me and we started talking and that was that.
That is
Jennifer
just
Hudson.
crazy. Yeah, that is crazy when you start thinking about how, you never know what life turns you make will lead to the next.
Yeah.
Because you guys would then go on to be engaged 10 years. You guys would have a child together. So that starts, family life. You become a father that way. What was that relationship like? And obviously we all know, we'll put it out there. I think everybody knows kind of, the end results of the relationship. But during that journey, what was that like as you're going into relationship, into fatherhood?
As broad, like in general, we were both doing our own thing, like working and, I'm wrestling. My son was born when I was in FCW in Tampa. So that's where we were living was, she moved down there with me while I was in developmental with WWE. So then I came up on the main roster when my son was like 6 months old. And so from then on, I was traveling. Like I said, I'd be lucky if I got 36 hours at home a week at certain points. So it was, challenging being on the road a lot.
People don't know that because I think we should talk about that because for wrestlers, for me as a super fan, I just see you pop up on my TV and I'm going, yeah, and I'm off doing my own thing. But when the lights go out, you guys are traveling to another city. What is it really like being on the road as a WWE superstar?
Well, it's different nowadays with the current way things are with streaming, like Netflix. But when I was doing it and they had live events, like I said, like people see Raw and SmackDown. So if you're on Raw, okay, I thought I'd work one night a week, Monday nights. That's great. No, you don't realize that that's the last day of a loop. So it starts Friday. You fly out, first flight on Friday morning. You land in some town. You drive to the arena. You have the show. Then you drive to the next city, which is probably another state away, the next state, whatever it is, 3 or 4 hours. you do the same thing the next day, and then the next day, which is now Sunday. Then after that, then you drive to do the same thing, and then now you have Raw Monday.
Yeah,
and
that one's televised. The other one's
yes, no, and that's the only one that's televised. It's Raw. Then when Raw is done, the next morning you fly home, which is Tuesday, and then you have whenever you land Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you start again Friday, and then unless you're SmackDown, and then the day is Tuesday if they film it then. And then if you're on both shows, I was on both shows for a while. It was the same, but then I would have Raw and then SmackDown the next day.
Did that take a toll on you as a person, as a father, you're being engaged in a relationship? Like, how did that take a toll on you?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough, especially with my son being so young. And like I'm missing this time. Like I'd come home like, just after being away 5 days and he's already learned something new, or like, he can walk a little faster now or something. And now it's tough. Like I'm really, really big on father. I mean, my son is, he's my proudest accomplishment. Like he's my favorite topic of discussion. And part of it is like how close I was with my dad, but then also like in losing my dad and being a father, it's kind of like I feel closer to my dad now through my son and through being a better father. Like I'm always trying to live up to the man my dad was in a fatherhood way to my son. So
And what's that relationship? I'm sure the relationship is just like super tight, right?
He's my best friend. Like beyond that, like we're really, really tight, close. We've been through a lot of things together, and just like I'm really proud with how just down to earth he is and well adjusted. Like he's a celebrity kid, but he's not a celebrity kid. Like I forget that because you wouldn't know it. Like if you meet, and I pride myself in that. But like you forget that. If people say that to me all the time, they forget that he's technically like a celebrity kid. But he goes to high school down here, and he went to, I won't say the names, but he went to a particular high school just to look around. We're doing the visit, and there was a number of celebrity kids who immediately saw him, celebrity girls, celebrity daughters, and came and were like introducing themselves to him. And I was like, this is wild. And he's so nonchalant about it. Hey, how you doing? I'm David, whatever. Kid, he doesn't care.
That sounds about right. And then where do you stand on in relationship? Would you ever get married again? Would you?
I did. I never got married.
You've been married, or would you get married?
No. Would I get married?
Don't do it.
Yeah.
He's single. I'm married. I've been married 17 years. He's single. So I would ask you.
No, I mean, not a bad. I mean, my parents were married a long time. It's not like I don't, but they're weird out here.
I feel you. No, I feel you, and I know what you mean. I'll put it to you. It's like this. I'm single, and it's one of those things where would I get married? Yes, ideally. I still, if I find the right person, that person's still out there maybe. But I'm not holding my breath for it. Also, I'm good. I kind of feel like I've already beat that game. I played it. I beat it. I got my son. He's the greatest thing in the world. I've been there and done that. I would, I'm not opposed to a new chapter, but I'm also, I'm cool on that right now.
Yeah. I do have to ask you this one, and I don't mean to pry on this one, and I'll leave it after this, but this one was fascinating because so many men and this one is sensitive to me because I know a lot of my friends now who are either going through divorces or people who've had their heart broken and, all the different stuff that can happen during relationships. But I felt like from what I read, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but, a lot of guys, when, they end up breaking off an engagement, they end up losing a valuable investment, and that is the engagement ring. But somehow you were able to get the engagement ring and auction it off and give money to your father's that was in your father's foundation's name. Is that so? Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ish. But I don't know if you guys know this, but we'll get into the law. But legally, they have to return that. That's an investment. Like that's a legal requirement.
I didn't know that. Some guys don't pursue that.
So, all right. I'll give you guys a real good segment then.
Okay, I'm listening. Why did everybody in the room stood up? You guys can't see it on the camera. Everybody did like this, like, wait, what? All right.
Oh, how do we do this?
Did you hear that? Everybody
Get the money back?
All right. I'm listening. All right, go ahead.
So it wasn't hard to get it back. She already gave it to me. I had it the whole time. And I held on to it for a while until I was trying to very discreetly sell this thing get rid of it. Now, I've had it for a long time. Let me get rid of it. So like a year or two ago, right? The problem is like the people, to sell it, they want to advertise it, whatever. So I'm like, man, I just don't want my name associated with this. I don't want to do all this. But all right, I understand it. So I'm like, I tell the lady, okay, she's like, oh, it's my business, whatever. Hey, just don't put my name on it. Okay, fine. I go to the gym, obviously. I get a phone call. It's Harvey Levin from TMZ.
Oh, no.
Himself, on myself. But Harvey and I are cool. Like he's just a UFC guy, a lawyer.
UFC?
From UFC. Lawyer from UFC.
Chicago,
Yeah, Chicago Law.
USC.
Yeah, so
UFC,
anyway,
wow.
Harvey's cool, and like this was really cool what he did. It's a solid. He called and he's like, David, I want to let you know, I just received a story that we're getting ready to run about your engagement ring, or Jennifer's engagement, the engagement ring you got for Jennifer going up for auction. And he's like, I want to know, did you know about this? Are you familiar with this? Man, I'm not sure. How did we get on TMZ? I was so mad, like, I want to do this discreet. I waited years to do this quietly. And now this lady, shout out to her though, went and told, how did Harvey find out? But he called me and was cool about it and was like, do you know about it? Man, I wanted to say, no. I think I did. I think I tried to play it, but first, I don't know what you're talking about, Harvey. What do you mean? And then he's like, well, there's like legally, like she has to get this back to you. So actually, he thought they were trying to do it, like she tried to sell it on the sly and was trying to pretend, or potentially somebody was, maybe. So he wanted to see, and so I told, no, Harvey, yeah, it's me. Yeah, I know.
Hey, it's me. Okay.
All right, it's not me, but yeah, I know what's going on. And so then I was like, man, I wanted to give like a statement on it or something, but I'm in the gym right now. I'm not prepared to give like a statement for you to go to print on this. Like, I don't know what to say right now. And anyway, yes, that happened.
That happened.
Wow.
That happened.
That's crazy.
And so for the fellas out there that might be in that situation, that is across all states. Like it's a legal requirement.
Don't quote me on that,
Okay.
but generally, yeah.
Generally.
That's in general.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
Okay. Oh wow.
Take him back. Was it expensive?
It wasn't cheap.
It
Yeah.
cheap.
It was, yeah. It was too expensive to have sitting in a drawer somewhere collecting dust. Put it like that. Put it like that.
Okay.
Put it like that. Yeah.
Make a lot of sense. I want to get back into your WWE. The trash talking. You guys call it, what is it when you have to do the lines?
Promo. Yeah.
Promo. Where'd you learn how to cut the promo? Do you think being a lawyer helped you to cut promos, or was that just part of it?
Honestly, it was being an actor.
Being an actor.
Being an actor first. I think that's what being a lawyer too, but was different about me and my approach to how I handled professional wrestling was, this is acting, physical acting. I'm an actor. I play my character.
Yeah.
This is my character doing everything. And at the time, that wasn't necessarily everybody's mindset, because you have a lot of guys, like, it's really physical and technical and hard. Mm-hmm. And the psychology of wrestling, like, takes years to master. So you have guys who are really, really good at that, and technically in the ring, but their promos, they don't really have much charisma. Their promos are terrible. Like, their acting is awful.
The best promo guys were like Randy, the Macho Man,
Yes.
and Hulk Hogan, and Sheik, and there's those the Smack. Who was the little guy that would, hey, here we are.
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at all of them, you had, hey brother, let me tell you something, brother. You see these fight? That's Hulk Hogan, but Randy Savage was my. And then we take it to the top. Yeah.
But think
now. Yeah. It was. Oh,
but think about it and how easy it is to impersonate it, because they stand out so much because of their charisma, and they were such over the top characters. But it wasn't even what they said; it's how they said it. How Macho Man talked, how Hulk Hogan talked.
Yeah.
It's all of that. Because
great.
I'll be honest with you, it wasn't what Hulk Hogan did in the ring. Because he wasn't the best technically, and he was not the best technically.
He wasn't. His moves
No,
were simple.
but he didn't have to be.
He sure didn't.
Go back and look at the match with Dwayne, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania, and Hogan was older, and like they hardly do anything. That's one of the best matches of all time, and the crowd is so into it. But it's just their characters and how they work together. Like that's one of my favorite
Hulk Hogan
matches.
was dope, and he used to go. I mean, just him going like this, and and he'll be looking around, and then he does the
And he goes like that.
He just knew how to.
Oh,
And he was
yeah.
gonna,
that-
he was
work
gonna
that-
no sell every punch and attack.
Oh, yeah.
Get up
How
and
to
run his
work
comeback
that.
straight through.
Oh, yeah. Where would you rate yourself as far as the balance between athlete, entertainer, crowd command, promo? Where would you put yourself in that? What was your strength?
My strength was definitely promo work and on the mic and talking and improv acting and thinking on my feet and just being my character. That's really like how I started to shine like when I got there, because part of the reason was I was so new and I was rushed so much that like I only had about 14 months of experience complete wrestling.
That's
And that's
accelerating.
only a handful of matches by the time I was on TV from being signed. And so that was something that took time to build up, but right off the gate when I got there, I could always talk and act and be my character.
I find your life very fascinating, man. Like, just even know that, because having known a couple of wrestlers within the industry and just knowing that it takes time to build up to get to where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you've always been a quick study, and I mean, I think it's a testament to who you are, personality-wise, your smarts,
Thank
and all of that. So to be able to do that and fast track and get in there in a shorter amount of time is pretty cool. But then all of a sudden something happened, and I've always, sometimes you don't know if it's real or if it's fake, but the beef between you and John Cena, was that a real thing or was that a fake thing? Because
Is it a beef?
I don't know. Is it a real thing or not? Because sometimes
Oh, no. What I assume you're talking about the video on my YouTube channel
Yes.
at David Otunga.
Yeah.
Go to my YouTube channel, davidotunga.com, and I made a video talking about just my relationship with John Cena. And everybody is really talking about a couple of these stories I had on there, but like I go through it and explain it like we got along.
Okay.
And there was one time he messed up in a match. It was his fault, and he blamed it on me because he's the vet, I'm the rookie, and I didn't appreciate like how he handled that, and especially backstage. To me, this was too far. Not how you talk to a colleague, and especially when it was his fault. So for that, yes, there was definitely a disagreement there on that. And then, after that, there was just other things. Him kind of big dogging me, but at the same time, like he says it was tough love or trying to get things out of me, but people's methods don't always, they don't always work for everybody else.
Right.
That's not, I'm not receptive to that. Instead, that's going to push me away. Not push me away, but it's going to make me, okay, I'm going to prove to you, but I'm also not really going to be that cool with you.
Yeah.
But eventually, like, we regained each other's, respect and became cool.
I can dig that, because that kind of happened with me, and not like I was on the same thing, but with wrestling, but in football, Rich Gannon was my quarterback with the Raiders, and I remember I got knocked out in a preseason game, and he came up. I mean, I'm like, this is the first time I didn't even know I got knocked out, but I just remember my head was spinning. I didn't know what the hell. That was my first time having a concussion. And he's like, that's what you get, because the coaches talked about that, all week or something like that, this move that they did on special teams. And I just remember being like in a stupor and just looking at him like, what are you saying to me right now? Like,
Yeah.
why would you say that? Like, and I just remember then there was the whole thing of him being Dick Gannon, and I didn't really like that. And then years later, it wasn't until after I got out of the league where I realized it's like, oh, like his whole mindset, he had been a journeyman quarterback. He had gone through all these. And so that respect can happen after, especially when we have perspective. He was trying to get the most out of it, because he said, like, you were a rookie. I'm on the tail end of my career. I was trying to do whatever I could to push you guys. And so, yeah, I know some of you guys didn't like me in the locker room, but it wasn't my job to try to like you, to be a friend with you. I needed to make sure we were going to get to the Super Bowl,
Right.
And so I can see how, you could have that type of misunderstanding and then kind of get back in and be cool again because of the respect.
Yeah. Sorry, but I was going to say, I think the main thing was with the John Cena story is it crossed over the line to where it was disrespect, and I felt like I was disrespected.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going to take that. Within the confines, if I messed up, I understand that in this situation, you are at fault, but you're blaming it on me. I'll take it because I'm the rookie, but let's not go wild with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was wildly disrespectful to the point where, I mean, we have talked about it a long time, but I'm sure John would tell you if he could go back in time, he did not handle that right.
Okay.
I'm certain.
I know
But
Booker T got involved in it too, right?
Sorry?
Booker T, he got involved.
No.
I thought he got involved and I think he was saying, huh? Oh, Booker T reacted to the video. Okay, yeah, okay.
I saw Booker T Saturday.
You saw Booker T Saturday?
And then rode to the airport with him and
Okay.
an autograph signed and gave a big hug. Booker T is somebody I look at as like an older brother, like a mentor.
Hall of
in this
Famer?
too. Hall of Famer.
Yep. Yeah.
And
I was at his Hall of Fame.
hey man,
Oh, you were there?
Yeah,
this is wrestling.
yeah.
So this is wrestling, and we're wrestlers with podcasts and on YouTube. But like I said, I just saw Booker T, all love.
Yeah.
We never mentioned that. Got in the car because we both know what time it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was wondering, is Lucha better than WWE? You see the Mexican wrestlers? You ever see the
Oh
Mexican?
yeah, of course. Yeah,
They
they
do
all
the flips and all that. Do you ever?
Well, WWE has AAA now, which is they partnered or they
Because
own it now. Lucha Libre
Underground,
company.
It was Lucha.
Yeah.
I actually did it on what is it? The El Rey Network. They had.
Oh,
Lucha
yeah.
Underground. I played a character on there. They
Oh,
had a
that's what's
storyline.
up.
So I was one of
Really?
I was one of the dudes protecting the Vince McMahon was a Spanish dude
That's
of the
cool.
Lucha, and I was one of his hench dudes.
That's
so I
cool.
was on a couple episodes, but then they just stopped it, But when I would watch, they would have the matches. These guys were doing the
Oh, yeah,
incredible
yeah.
flipping.
Yep.
The acrobatics with the mask, it was sick. And I was like, I wonder if there's differences. Is there
Bro,
more
you should-
flip?
yeah.
Is it more, are they more skilled or
It's just
yeah.
a different style and like
Yeah.
fast paced and like you should check out WWE now. Like it's cool. Like they have that and they have AAA and also Evolve is one of their new ones too, which is kind of like an independent promotion, but they have it. I sound like I'm repping for WWE right now, but anyway, no, but like you should check it out. Like there's a ton of super talented cats on there. Yeah, the male and female actually.
I know
think the women
Cargill.
wrestlers might be
Cargill?
some of the most.
Mrs.
Oh,
Cargill?
Jade? Yeah,
Jade,
she's
I keep
awesome.
in touch.
Jade,
She's a fan of mine.
I mean, she's a fan of yours?
Yeah,
Nice.
on Instagram, I just go, yo, keep killing. She is.
Yeah.
She's so nice to look at, man.
How you stay so swole? I'm like,
Yeah,
I
what's-
think
yeah, what's-
you
is
and
that
I might be
natural?
around the same age. Like, how old are you?
45.
Yeah, so we're around the same age.
Is that natural?
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Well, hey, product placement.
Yeah.
I take Primal Viking now. This
Primal
is an
Viking?
ad. This is an ad. Oh, Primal Viking men's supplement. I don't
it's
have
awesome.
it with me, but
It's good. Oh, you use it to work out and stuff?
yeah. And it
Primal
has energy.
Viking?
Primal Viking, yeah,
Really?
testosterone
Oh,
booster. Men's. It's got reindeer, kidney, liver, and heart, cod liver oil. Yeah, it's pretty.
is it a powder or is it a?
There's capsules. There's also a longevity. I don't even know what you call it.
Yeah.
But it's like some kind of liquid.
Yeah.
Dropper.
Are you like what's your morning workout routine person? Like, because
Evening.
It depends for me. Like today, I worked out in the morning. Like it, but it depends on what I have to do that day.
Yeah.
Like whatever is the most important thing I have to do that day, I like to get done first. So then I'm not preoccupied when I'm in the gym. Because I enjoy the gym. I like to. If I have nothing on my mind, I'll stay in there 3 hours and come up with new
I'm the
exercises.
same way. I tend to sacrifice my sleep so I can get in the gym early.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have, because if my phone starts going off, and you know how that, like, if you're trying to get a lift in and you're trying to handle business, it messes up the rest in between, and
Yep.
then you just can't focus. So I try to get up before anybody gets up before. But if it gets like the afternoon, there's a 99% chance I'm not working out just because
Yeah.
I can't cut off,
So your diet how's your diet?
My
Pretty
diet
exceptional?
is pretty, yeah. Like,
you
Yeah,
see,
see,
you see he didn't eat not one of these.
Not one of them.
and black coffee in here. Like people always ask, but like I'll tell you what, if you need some incentive to get in shape, you try being in your underwear only on TV in front of the entire world every week.
Yeah.
That will make you
Facts.
get in shape. That'll make you figure out your diet.
Yeah.
And so just the habits I built there, I've kept them. And then now like my son, oh my gosh, he's even stricter on his diet than I am. Like he doesn't eat sugar. He's like treats are foreign to him. It's just how he is. He's always grown up healthy. And so like he just doesn't crave sugar. He prefers vegetables and things, chicken breast and broccoli. and-
amazing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Wow. Does he learn from you, or does he go, because sometimes when you have a strength, you try to pass it and man, Pops, what you know, but you swole. Like, I mean, he should, but, or does he go, I got to hear it from somebody else?
It's, you know what? It depends on what it is. Cause
Okay.
like he does what I do. Like he watches me and like, yeah, like with the food, he pushes me to be better because like I said, he's more strict than I am. Cause now, hey man, I'll have a cheat meal now and then, like let's enjoy ourselves. But like he plays basketball and everything. He's really tight on it. But sometimes I'll tell him things over and over and over.
Yeah.
And it takes somebody else to tell him the same thing. And I have to, that I told him. And then he's like, he said what you said.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, did he?
Yeah, I mean,
Did he?
So that's every dad's.
Bodybuilder? You were competing? Were you
I
bodybuilding?
competed once.
Okay.
Funny story. I never wanted to compete. That's not why I do this. Not why I got into it. I just love it. And I do it because I have an ideal physique in my mind, how I want to look. And it's not necessarily what the judges see. I'm not trying to look like a bodybuilder, but I want to look like a comic book, like a superhero, like very aesthetic, and it changes. But anyway, for acting, the casting directors were telling me I was too big and too bulky and looked like a bodybuilder, so I needed to lose some size. I'm like, man, if I need to lose all this muscle, like everything I've worked for my whole life, I need to have some kind of a goal. So I was like, if I just do one of those, what is it, a physique competition, you just get really shredded, just lose weight, lose muscle. It's like, all right, that's something I can shoot for. If there's a reason, I'll do it. So I was doing that, but then I ended up doing classic physique because you can keep your legs, and so then I don't have to lose everything. You get a little bit of shape, but I had to lose like 20 pounds for it. So I did it, and this is again like it was 4 weeks of prep because most people do like 12 weeks. I couldn't do it. If it was going to be that long, I wasn't going to do it.
3 months is about that time where you get ready. Yeah.
But 4 weeks, I did it, and it was like a crash diet, but it worked. I got in under the weight limit, came in.
Did you want it?
I did. And then I was like, that's it. That's it for me. One and done. Came in and won, and that's it.
And you never did it before, right?
First time.
That's your life.
Got
your
it.
life story is just
Wow.
That is crazy. Have you ever thought about that? That your life story is.
I hadn't, but now that you point that out. Yeah.
I like that because I think sometimes people don't realize that, like you could have a superpower and you just be like moving through. And
you know what? Now that you say that, on the word superpower, this is something I think I kind of realize about myself is I think that is kind of my superpower is when there has to be a certain amount of pressure or like a time limit, and then once it is, I'm like in flow or I'm inspired and it just goes. And it's not hard to memorize. I don't doubt myself. Just go.
But, so that makes sense why you wouldn't want to do the 3-month program, but a month? Oh shoot, I got to get ready now. Oh yeah, it's just almost like a dopamine hit. Like I need a sense of urgency to push me.
I do. Yeah.
And when you get locked in, you're locked in. So if right now, if we're in 2028 and they go, we got 4 weeks to run for president, you think you
yeah. That's why it's 2026. This is way too early to ask me about running in 2028.
I'll raise the money.
I suppose people got. Hey, I'm hold you to that. People got to put things together. Next couple years for me. But come let me know. I'll be here. I'll be ready.
Oh man. All right. Let's get into the acting because you've had a successful WWE. You were a lawyer at a big firm. And then you start doing your acting, and you've had roles with Halle Berry. What was that like?
Oh, that was awesome. That was my first movie, co-starring with her in that. The Call. Yeah, that was really cool. And she's so sweet, like in person. Like I think that's what makes her even greater. Because it'd be terrible, like if she wasn't, sweet in person. But she is. She's great.
Yeah. Did you like? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't even be saying this. I know I'm gonna get in trouble. But when I first met her in France, I was like, oh, like this is Halle Berry. Like, as a young kid, you remember growing up and you're like, yo, this is Halle Berry. I don't know, how do you even act with Halle Berry? Like, how does that even work?
You know what? It was one of those things where like I was there and it's like, all right, I'm here for a reason. It's like
professional.
Yeah. Act like you've been here before. But
How you going? But you ain't
but
never
at the
been
same
here
time,
before.
that's what I'm saying. But this is one of those times where you try that all your best, and I'm still like, I can't even hardly pay attention to what she's saying. Like, this is Halle Berry, she's talking to me, and so I'm sure she gets, but she was really cool.
And then you went from there. Then you were Medea's. You worked with Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's an icon.
Yeah.
And you think about what he's been able to build, especially in the Medea universe. That turns out to be, all these studios, in the big studio in Atlanta. What was that like working with Tyler Perry?
Man, it was awesome. Like he's so creative and talented. Like we shot at his studio, and he shoots really fast. Like
I can attest to that. I have a film that's not out yet this year, with Tika Sumpter.
Okay. Oh, she's great too.
As soon as I got on set, He goes, you know how I work, right? All right. And I said, what are we doing? Your scene. So we get it. He does everything. We're in a driving scene. He's driving the car. There's the camera. He goes, action.
Yes.
And we do our thing, boom, boom, boom. Yo, that was funny. It's more improv. Next scene. All right, man, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yep. We shot that whole movie in like 10 days or something crazy.
10 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. You know what? Now you got me putting things together.
Yeah.
I remember this one day I had a bunch of scenes that we were getting ready to do, and I had to leave the next day to go do SmackDown because I was an announcer on SmackDown still, and so Tyler was gonna give me the day off. But after I came back from SmackDown later in the week, I had really important scenes, like 3 of them or something like that. I hadn't looked at them yet. I read the script, but I was like, I'll memorize them later. I need to focus on what I have today before I leave for SmackDown. So he comes to me in the morning and he's like we're really cooking and it's like lunchtime. And he's like, hey Dave, he's like, I lose you tomorrow, right? And I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to SmackDown, I'll be right back. He goes, well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna shoot all of your scenes from later in the week after lunch today. What? The scenes I just told you, they were like the most important, I hadn't even looked at?
Right.
Yes, sir. Okay, Tyler. I went in my trailer. My PA is like, you want lunch? Hey, please, nobody bother
Give
me.
me my sides.
Nobody bother me. Yeah. I'm going through it. And I'm telling you, somehow, I don't know, but I went out there.
out.
I was like, word perfect. I got it. But we only do like 2 takes.
He's fun with it,
So-
though. He's not.
Yeah,
I like the way in a way, it's fun because he go, okay, cool, let's do that again.
Yeah.
He keeps it rolling. Do it all that. It's kind of. It's fun. I had fun, man. I had a lot of fun.
And I feel like those scenes were probably my best work there, but part of it was maybe the pressure because I was not planning on doing it till later in that week.
Right.
And I was going to lunch and he told me, come back and you got an hour to memorize all these pages. Man.
So, dude, under pressure, you really thrive under pressure.
We cracking a code here.
Right.
Teaching me about myself.
Well, when you become an author, that will be the name of your book. Under pressure. You know what I mean?
Under pressure.
Yeah, under pressure. Thrive under pressure. There you go.
that.
Drive under pressure.
So you go off, and then you actually were part of another universe with 50 Cent. That was that had to have been cool. How was that? You did
Power
Book?
Universe, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Like I was a big fan of the show. And to be honest, I've auditioned for various roles in that show, like for years. And I always get close. Like, man, I'll tell you one. This one hurt. You know which one hurt so bad for? Davis McLean, that Method Man, ended up getting the part. But like they were looking at me for that, and I'm a lawyer. So I'm like, yo, I would love this. But then, hey, Meth killed it, man. Shout out to him. He was great.
Method
Like,
Man.
Yeah.
But I ended up being in Force. So it's a spinoff with Tommy.
Yeah.
And I was a gang leader.
Tommy
and
Key. What's the
Court.
No. His
Tommy.
character
I'm sorry.
His character name.
Tommy, yeah.
I can't think of his last name of the show.
Yeah.
Tommy Egan.
Eden. Yeah. Eden.
But anyway, there was supposed to be something with that. They told me like, hey, you're going to be back next season. And then, I think they ended the season, and so they're going a different way. But hopefully they'll still call me back and put me. Which camera's mine?
That camera.
Hey, Power 50. Courtney said, whoever I got to talk to, Gary let it. Hey, I'm still here for you guys. I'm ready. Waiting for that call.
Man, you've bounced around in these different spaces. You look at some of the actors who've come out of wrestling, just actors in general. Do you have like a list that you go like, yo, these are the dudes in wrestling that really were able to come out and really dominate in the acting game? Who's on that list?
Dwayne, obviously.
Dwayne, of course.
Yeah, he's been such an inspiration to me, just personally and stuff. And getting to know him was awesome too. Just talking to him, like
good human
behind. Yeah, good guy and genuine. And like I remember I got to talk to him once when I was in developmental, and I couldn't believe he was on the phone. And like the advice he gave me then, like I still follow. And then even in act, like I tell the story all the time where. I finally got a chance to talk to him it was at the Mr. Olympia contest. And he was like hosting it that year. Wow. And he cleared a room of like 50 people, cleared it out. So just me and him could talk. He didn't need to do that. And then we just caught up. He's like, no, but how are you doing? And, and I was telling him about running into being a bigger guy in Hollywood. And he was like, yeah, I had the same problem. And he's like, you know, I tried to hide it, but he's like, but now I'm just whoever I want to be, and you know, eventually get your foot in the door and be as big as you want. So he was trying to give me tips on wearing jackets and things and covering up my muscles. But he was like, don't stop being who you are, and he's like, because that's such a part of you, you know, don't stop working out, like keep doing all that.
Yeah, and Dave Bautista, he's done an amazing job.
Sorry, I was on a tangent, but I was getting to him.
Yeah.
But Dave Bautista, Dave's a good friend. Just been, and he works hard at it, man. And like it's been a while coming, so like I'm really happy to see what he's done. And another one, hey, I really like John Cena and the Peacemaker. I'm gonna be honest with you, that Peacemaker show is great. Yeah, and what I don't think people realize is a lot of that is John being John. Like that's his humor. Where like I watch that, it makes me laugh because I feel like, oh, that's John. You know? But I really enjoy the show though too. That's cool. Yeah,
I was surprised at how soft spoken Bautista is.
Yeah.
You know, being around him and, you know, interviewing him once, I'm like, man, I thought he was, you know, a fun, cool dude. You could just tell, like, that's it. Like, if that's your friend, he's going to be your friend forever.
Yeah.
You know, just that. But a lot of the wrestlers are that way. Like, when you get to know some of the wrestlers, like, as people, like, I think about Titus as well. Like, he's just a cool
guy.
dude, man. Like, end up becoming buddies. And I'm going, man, if I was a wrestler, I mean, you could tell I wanted to be a wrestler. Like, if I was a wrestler, man, I'm like, all these dudes would have been like my homies, you know? Yeah, that's a community. You guys still hang out together?
Yeah, we do. It's whenever we see each other, it's like I just went to an event this past weekend. I'm going to one this weekend, and it's like just hanging out with my friends. And they're paying me for it. We're signing autographs, taking pictures. I hung out with my buddy the other day. Shout out to Michael Tarver. We sat and just kicked it all day, and in between, oh, here you go, sign autographs, take pictures with fans. But like, I feel like we're kicking it. Like, we have such a camaraderie and a brotherhood and sisterhood.
Fakeness to it. There's a famous, you ever seen that? It was John Stossel from 2020.
Oh.
Stossel. No, it's not Geraldo Rivera. It's John Stossel. They always used to confuse them both. They both were for 2020. And he asked that wrestler, he said, hey, is wrestling fake? And the guy goes, pops him in the ear and goes, does that look fake? Does that look fake? Lost his hearing from that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
famous
fake.
clip.
I mean, is there a, because obviously you got to be talented. Some of those falls are no joke. You got to know how to fall. Is it fake?
You go ahead and answer it. I mean, you're the wrestler. I can tell you from my fans.
Is that a bad question to ask?
No, it's controversial.
I mean, you got to be careful because a lot of the wrestlers find the F word offensive.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm just
asking. No. I'm just messing with you. It's scripted, man. Come on, like people don't know this now, and we have to keep.
No, it's fun.
You can't tell. Like, no, it's entertainment, but like it's. You try to protect the person you're in the ring with, but it hurts. Like it has to. And the other thing is, like if it was on TV, I don't care if you hit me in the face. I want it to look good. I used to wrestle with this guy Sheamus, and him and we would really hit each other. And if we had a number of matches on Raw. And I'd let him punch me in the face because the hard cam, you know, the TV's going to be up close and you can see everything. So, yeah, go for it. I'd rather it look real.
Did you ever break anything or like?
No, thankfully. Just stitches.
Just stitches.
Okay.
Just stitches. I'm like, you go be getting stitches all the time, face getting messed up.
I've been really, really fortunate. I need some wood.
Yeah.
I've been really fortunate though because a lot of you know guys, bodies are really banged up because like it's really hard on your body, just the bumps, like day in, day out. Although nowadays, like their schedule is much lighter, so it's really helping guys with, you know, longevity wise and, you know, stick around a while.
Last wrestling question, and then we got a little treat for you. Did you see The Rock's picture that's gone viral of him playing Moana? The real live action movie that he's gonna be playing.
Oh.
Have you seen the picture with him and the hair and all that?
I did.
What do you think of it? I was like, yo, it's funny to see him with that much hair right now.
Yeah.
You know, because he's actually on the smaller side right now. So it just looks weird. Like, what did you think and why has it gone so viral?
I didn't see, maybe it's not the picture I saw there, but I saw the one where I saw like a trailer and he is Moana, kind of animated. Right. I'm assuming it looks
not the
same.
animated. No, this is the live action.
Not the animated.
No, but like, the live action.
Yeah, the live action, and he's wearing the real.
How does it look? Bro,
we got to pull out the.
I'm gonna need to see it then.
Yeah, okay, you got to see it.
Moana.
Yeah, we'll pull it up.
But he's super talented, man. I mean, what can't that guy do?
Rock.
Right.
Yeah, he's dope. Dwayne. His pops was, you know, from the Soul Patrol in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then out of Nova Scotia. His pops is from Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was talking about how just, it was very hard for black wrestlers at the time too.
Hey, bring it in closer.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh. It's just hard to take him serious looking like that. That's what it is. Because all I see is The Rock, and then what are we doing with
Can
his
you
hair?
smell what The Rock is?
Yeah.
Can you smell?
It's hard to take him serious with that.
Well, we know that you didn't get an opportunity, to have a lot of Kenyan food growing up. So we thought that we might bring our very own chef, in-house chef. We've got Chef Timmy here. We wanted to have some African food here for you. Chef Timmy, come on out.
Now.
We wanted to introduce you to.
Down.
We got some West African food here.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we wanted to kind of get you.
Clear some room here or something.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh, this looks great.
Yeah, that's the jollof rice, some lightly fried sauteed goat meat, and some plantains for you today. Have you had jollof before?
I have.
I had your love rice, okay.
And now you may remember, my mom tried to make goat meat before. She tried to make curried goat, and did her best.
She did her best.
Yeah. She didn't make it a lot, but she did. I do remember her trying to make curried goat.
Oh wow. Yeah, and then the fried plantains. Have you done the fried?
I've had
plantains?
those too. Yeah.
Okay. Now, who do you think has the best jollof rice? Nigeria, Ghana. Which jollof rice have you had?
I've had Ghana. I think that's probably the only one I've had.
Well, you're about to have some Nigerian
Yeah, we're about to
jollof
correct
rice.
that.
All right.
How was the
let's
Ghana
get to
one?
it. It was good. It was great.
Perfect. And then whenever you have a craving for goat meat, you can just pull up. We're located downtown. We're on DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. So,
Yep, Mawa Kitchen.
Absolutely.
Mawa Kitchen LA.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you fellas enjoy.
Thank you, Chef Timmy.
Welcome.
Man,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Right. Uh-huh.
Goat meat is my absolute favorite, man. I absolutely love goat meat. So your mom
Mine
tried to
too,
make
but
some.
if I start this, I'm not gonna. I should wait to eat this goat after we talk.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I gotta wait
You're
till
not
after.
gonna stop, right?
Yeah, I want to enjoy that.
It's hard to try to talk and have.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm trying to be cool right now with the rice.
Well, are you calorie counting? Be honest. Don't be calorie counting over here.
Well, I don't count calories per se, but like
You don't?
I've done it enough where I know in my head like what
Size-wise.
meals I've had. Yeah, portion wise. I just keep like a running tally of what I've had for that day.
How many grams of carbs is this?
Oh, that's a lot. Like I just keep in my mind how many grams I would eat. Or like when I feel like I've had like I try to eat like a cup of it maybe. I don't know.
A
Like
cup
I probably-
full. So you
something
could
like
you
that.
wouldn't eat the whole thing.
I wouldn't eat this whole portion. No.
Yeah. And protein you go all in on.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
All the protein.
How many grams of protein you think you're looking at right now?
Here?
Yeah.
Gotta discount the bones. It's hard to say, but
10.
yeah, it's hard to say with the bone. Yeah, maybe 15, 20, maybe.
15, 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool how because I think like guys who are really into it,
I gotta try it
you
out.
can look at it and just start to measure it just by on sight. You become real.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Oh, that's great.
Here we are. Gonna get fat.
I don't care, man. So your son, he's a junior.
He is.
He's a junior. What went into doing the junior? Because you told the story of having to be named after your grandfather, but then you carry your father's last name, and then you decide that you're going to do the junior route. What went into that?
Honestly, I never had really thought about like having a junior my entire life, and it was his mom's idea.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Jennifer's idea. And then like when I heard it, I was like, yeah, like what other name? Why didn't I ever think about that? Like, yeah, it's perfect. And then now it's like it's wild because it just seems like that's such a me thing. Like, like him and I, because we're so similar that like he's like just another version of me.
Yeah.
The better version.
Yeah, and you said he plays basketball.
Plays basketball.
Yeah. You ever play him basketball?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I grew up, or he grew up. I trained him to play, and he could probably beat me now.
Probably. See that there's that dad ego in there still, because you said probably, meaning you're still sending a signal to him that I could still probably beat you.
I mean, look, if it came down to it, I'd take him down in the post. And
you a big body?
I could move anybody around.
Yeah.
I could move anybody. But although he probably just shoot threes on me, so it'd be over with.
How was that for him growing up and seeing you in the ring? Did his friends know about you in the ring, and Did they bug him to come see you in the ring? What was that like?
They knew about it, but like it's weird because like his friends were so used to me just as David's dad that they didn't really compute like when it was on. They understood it, but it just was different. They were kind of desensitized to it. It's different when now like he's out here in Los Angeles or kids are now meeting us, or then they'll find out who his parents are like after knowing him for a while. Like, Dave, why didn't you ever say this?
Yeah, right.
And that's another wild thing is that like he's been friends with people like for years that they find out who his parents are like after a while. He doesn't talk about it at school.
I think that's a testament to you. That's a testament to, to Jennifer, because I think it's so important for kids to have their own identity, because the worst thing that you fear, for your kids is that they would make friends based off of the, proximity or, their parents' success. And I mean, it can really be hurtful when you realize like, oh, these people weren't my friends.
Right.
They were just because.
That's a lot of them, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Because usually like the one main person that has the famous parents is a goofy. And so all these kids are hanging around, but he's the goofiest one of the crew. And they're just around him like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
But because, well, your father, Michael Jordan, yo, what's good, boy? It's my man right there.
Marcus
that's my man Marcus, got him doing his thing, hanging out.
No, I didn't say that, Marcus.
I didn't say that. What did I do? I didn't say anything. All I did was. But that's my man Marcus Jordan. I love this dude right here, man.
Oh,
when your pops coming around?
Did you hear this? Did you hear this about Tom Brady? Tom Brady said wrestling's cute. Did you hear that?
Oh, about the flag football thing?
I did.
Yeah, he said wrestling's cute.
Ooh,
yeah, him and Logan Paul have been going back and forth.
Yeah.
And so I think you never know. Brady might show up at WrestleMania. I think that's what hopefully that would be cool. Maybe that's what they're building to. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
You never know. You call it.
I think everything's an angle though.
Yeah, right.
Like,
you can always flip anything and make it.
Yeah, and that would be
awesome.
awesome. Like Tom Brady would be great for it, and Logan would be a great guy. He's been great since coming to WWE, and like from a wrestler's perspective, like a worker, I see what Logan's doing. And it's smart. I think it's brilliant. So like that's why I'm saying like hopefully it does work with Tom Brady. Like
yeah, because he's been in some of the wrestling. Logan, right? Like
Logan wrestles for WWE now. Yeah, I think he's on.
Brothers
he's on
doing
Raw.
boxing. He's doing the the wrestling and whatever. So.
Shout out to him, man.
He's trying to make it as big as, because Jake has done an amazing job of turning these boxing matches into spectacles.
Yeah.
I don't think Logan has that same draw and that same pull. It just seems like everybody wants to hate Jake, you know what I mean? And so I think people want to see him come in and go down.
I think it's different, whereas like Jake, like when you're going to see him, the whole show is him and whoever he's fighting, whereas Logan is a part of WWE, which is you're going to see that.
Yeah.
So even though he's a draw, you want to see him and you want to see everybody else. So it's not like everything is focused on him.
So Logan's a professional wrestler now, huh?
Yeah, huh?
Because he was an influencer for a long time.
Yeah.
So he's a professional wrestler now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're talking about eating. You were a personal chef, an advisor for Steve Harvey. Is that true?
A personal fitness guru. I wasn't a chef.
Oh, you were a chef. Oh, okay.
Personal fitness advisor.
Okay.
I laugh because the name, the title sounds cool.
Yeah,
Personal
don't
let
fitness
me
guru.
do it.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
hell no. Yo, I just want to, I don't know why or where, but I'm just trying to do some push-ups, get my chest right. These old young boys, they don't know. I'm strong as hell. Got me top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something Steve finna do if he get in shape. Take your woman, #1 answer. Yeah. I'm just saying.
That's good. Hey, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
Oh no, he don't like me.
Oh yeah. Oh
Hell no. He ain't invited me to no
because
celebrity.
that sounds too much like him. That's why.
I
That's
know
too
he's
good.
like this. Yo, I remember he texted me, "I'm gonna kick your ass one day," but he sent me a DM, and I could just hear his voice in the text. Oh, you think you funny, boy? I'm gonna kick your ass when I find you. Yeah.
Just kidding.
I don't care about this 154. Whatever the hell it is, you better be in Africa.
How long did you work with Steve?
It was on and off for a couple years, like while he had his show, until his show left from Chicago. So it was like while I was living in Chicago and still doing
Steve
WWE.
Harvey show?
Yeah, it filmed there. And so like if I was in town, I would come on and just do personal fitness segments. I did a body transformation with a guy. Whatever they had on the show. I just go there for fun.
Yeah, I need help. You come transform me. I need this dad bod is kicking my butt, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll get a workout in.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
man.
right.
We'll
All
do
right,
that.
bet.
Yeah.
All right.
They had the
Well-
dad bod, son.
Well, hey, hold on now.
Whoa.
Chill out.
Whoa.
Chill out, man.
Whoa.
I'm sensitive about that. I can still bench press more than you.
You can have that.
I can squat
I do
more than
bands.
you. I do bands.
I do bands.
They're good for your joints.
Yeah,
Good for your joints.
Yeah, I
But
do
that was a very condescending. It's good for your joints, though. It's good for you.
You still go heavy, really.
I do.
Or
I don't.
any
go-
joint problems? Anything?
It depends. Like I'll usually do like something I can do for like 5 reps. Like I'll challenge myself like that and just different rep schemes. But like
No, you holding something. I already know you're holding something. Just go ahead and tell us. What are you doing for 5? I already know it. He gonna say something, and we're gonna be like, damn.
289.
nothing crazy.
No, nothing.
300?
Crazy. Okay, what's not crazy? No, he can do more.
No,
than
like 365 or something.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's
pretty-
modest strength. That means he's probably maxing out at probably like 475. You can bench like 475.
I mean, don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that in a while. Tried that in a while.
And you ain't doing that, right?
I ain't
But
doing
you
that
get to-
anytime soon. But
you get to a certain point though, and I say this all jokingly because after like 39, 37, 38, I stopped maxing. I'm like, for what? Like, what's the point? Like, you're just gonna get injured. So I don't max anymore,
Well, but then I'm training my son, who is 16, that every now and then I got to show him, because he's really strong too. So every now and then, like, I got to still show what I could do. Like,
So he's playing basketball?
he's playing basketball.
That's it, basketball.
Just basketball.
Okay,
yeah.
you don't see a
but
lot-
like he works on his legs and stuff a lot, and he'll still lift. Like bench press is the one thing that like he actually like cares about the numbers wise. Whereas everything else, like, don't try to get too big, don't do that.
Right,
Okay.
right.
He just happens to be really good at bench press, and I love it too. So
That's good.
That's like the one thing he's competitive with.
Because a lot of these basketball players don't like lifting weights.
Oh,
man.
no, they don't want to be big.
Yeah, they don't want to be, it's going to mess up my shot. No, it's not.
His shot got better. See, well, I'm
Weight
not
training's
going to
important.
mention
Weight
that.
training's important.
I'm not going to mention that guy, but his shot got way better after, just starting lifting and being in the gym. And like, it's almost like a secret because it helps with your mind-muscle connection, which is something that people know lifting in the gym. But like for him, he lifts, then goes right and will shoot basketball and work on form like after that. It just helps him dial it in and is more in tune with his shot and just with the cognition of it and the mind-muscle connection.
That's got to be cool to be a Pops and Pops can be able to train you.
I know,
Like, my
that's
dad looked
fire.
like this. I bet you he's 16 years old. Like, my daddy beat your daddy up. Yeah, I know my daddy can beat you up. Like, that's the one that you can pull out.
Oh, yeah,
My daddy's stronger than your daddy. I'm going to call my daddy. You can say, I'm going to call your daddy.
Smack your daddy, boy.
Not everybody can call their daddy because he's like, that don't look too
Yeah, I know. That's scary.
Oh, man. I just want to say, it's been so cool hanging out with you here.
Yeah,
on
man.
154.
Man, likewise.
It's been
Dope.
such
This
a
is
good
dope.
time.
This was awesome. Here's the game.
Oh, yeah, we got the game. That's right, the Godfrey game.
Okay. Well, I say, here's a Godfrey game real quick. Build your perfect wrestler with these attributes: body, attire, promo skills, in-ring ability, finisher.
Okay, we're going to start with the body.
Yes.
Well, David Otunga. Next.
Oh, okay.
That's you.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I mean, I'm okay. I don't want to sound like I'd be conceited or
You
bragging.
put in
They have
the work.
lists. They have lists of the greatest bodies of all time, and the accurate ones, I'm top 5.
right
and,
on.
And the people above me in that top 5 have told me in a manner of speaking I probably should be above them in person.
Who are some of the other ones?
Dwayne's above me.
Dwayne, okay.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
John Cena. I've all had
Cena.
personal conversations with 3 of them.
Okay.
In this
Okay,
vein- in this
okay. It
vein.
might slip. It might slip. You might be like that. Okay. Attire.
Oh, who had the coolest attire?
I got my favorite.
Man, I don't want to just say me again. Might as well.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
might
gotta
as
go
well.
somebody. I gotta go somebody else. I'm trying to think of who had cool, but I wouldn't want to take their gimmick.
Not Rick. No, Rick Flair had the coat, but there's only one person you can say.
Who?
You got to go old school.
Who?
Junkyard
No,
Dog.
no. Here it is.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
He
The Undertaker?
That's pretty good. That's
Yes.
pretty good. We can go
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah,
We can go
Undertaker. He's cold, man.
Yeah.
That was cold.
Okay. How about promo skills?
Say me again, but I'll use today's wrestlers. I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I think CM Punk is really great. He's probably the best promo guy right now.
Randy Savage.
Yeah, I was gonna say Randy.
Oh,
Savage.
we talking about all time?
You can go either.
No, either generation.
Oh,
yeah.
I think
no,
Randy
no.
Savage really. Yeah.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Hold on. You got somebody.
I know who I would go all time.
All time?
The Snake, Jake the Snake.
Oh,
Jake,
yes.
damn.
Yeah.
From Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh yeah. He,
Jake the Snake. That's
oh
my-
my
that's
goodness,
my guy,
Jake the
yeah.
Snake.
You know, like Ric
Oh.
Flair's like, woo! I'm a Cadillac driving. Woo!
Yeah,
I like that too.
Yeah.
And you know what? And now I got to go back to the attire and go Ravishing Rick Rude.
Ravishing Rick Rude. That's right. Oh, with the kissing.
Robert
Yeah.
That's something I would do as a heel. Yeah, when he was going against Jake the Snake, put his wife's picture on his trunks.
right.
I would do something like that.
Okay. In-ring ability.
Man,
That's a good one.
it is. I'm trying to think because there's so many that can do everything. I don't know if I go like Shawn Michaels. I might even go like Seth Rollins of today's guys. That guy can do like everything.
Talented.
Yeah,
freaking
you
Rollins.
know what though? Freaking Brock Lesnar is a super athlete for as big as he is. Because I'm a bigger guy. I want to be a bigger guy. I am a bigger guy.
Brock
But like
Lesnar.
what he can do for his size, like yo, crazy man.
Former
He's-
MMA.
Yep.
made it to the Minnesota Vikings. Was the last
that's
one
right.
cut.
Yep, that's right.
After only playing football in high school.
Yep, that's right.
great.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
No. Okay. Finisher.
I'm not gonna say mine, but I think Randy Orton's RKO is dope, and just like what it represents now that how it comes out of nowhere. I think his is fun. His is dope. Yeah.
All right, there it is.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like it.
guys know you're
that's
a
a
wrestler.
good. That's a good list. That's a good list.
Yeah, I
That's
think
a good
so,
list.
too.
Man, we appreciate you rocking with us. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for
One
having
more
me,
time,
man.
David Otunga. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
154. We all connected, baby, you already know. I'm talking 154. We bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like, ain't no place.